Alright, hello there guys. This is the iMac G4 again. And I'm just going to show off a little bit here. My desk is a little bit of a mess, but this is kind of a little setup I got going for it. I got my USB floppy drive here because I do plan to use this to write old floppies if the time ever comes up for older Macs. Which OS 9 I believe can still do thanks to its roots in the classic Mac OS. Which is one of the main reason why they made OS 10 is to kind of just jettison all that old code, but it's still all there. So yeah, this should be a nice little bridge machine for older Macs if I ever come across any. I do know the bottom pan is sitting right there. That's because I had to get back into this machine to look at the internal speaker, and I honestly think there's a issue going on with the sound. I mean, it works fine with if you're using headphones or an external sound source, but the internal speaker is kind of screwed up. So anyway, let's go ahead and fire it up. And I did have trouble initially getting this one to work in OS 9 on the disc, but it eventually started working after I got it all installed. Let's go ahead and turn on. As you can see, it doesn't make a bong, but it does fire up. And you may be able to notice that we may be running a current very special OS on this thing, because you've got the spinning beach ball and you got a Happy Mac. And now we wait. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera real quick because this part takes forever for whatever reason. We are now in the OS, and we're going to go right up here. Assuming she wants to play nice. Now this Mac. And you don't see it here, but we will, unless you know your build numbers. We're going to go to... Alright, I forgot. Thankfully, my good old shortcut, Command Shift A, should still work, but it doesn't. Unless it's telling me to Control Shift A. Control Shift A? Is that really it? Or Alt Shift A? It doesn't look like the shift key to me, but whatever. We're going to go into Utilities, Apple System Profiler. As you can see, we are running a good old Mac OS 10.0. It's been kind of a doozy. This thing's buggy as all hell. That's running 10.0.4. And again, it is buggy as all get out. There's not really much to show off. It pretty much just looks like a very much prettier Mac OS 9. You got Sherlock, you can see kind of the text effects are really weird. System preferences, you got display widget down here, QuickTime Player, Internet Exploder. I can make a button appear here. System preferences. And we're going to go to displays. And let's see if we can make it do this. Nope, it does not work. But as you may notice here, this misses some very basic functionality. You can't even set the desktop background. you don't have a lot of options with this, because this is very much like, I would argue again, this is public beta, and I think many vintage Apple enthusiasts actually agree with me on that this was pretty much OS X beta at the time. Hey Colin. So as you can see, you can customize your screensaver, you can use your own photos, but you can't set a desktop background. Like, you just can't. And if we go here, you can see kind of how everything is laid out. And up there, it's showing the wrong computer. Just kind of fun. Home, favorites, applications. You don't get a whole hell of a lot like you do net with common Macs. And of course, if we want, we can still go to startup disk. If you're scared of the OS X public beta that you had to pay for, I guess, with this thing, you can go here and you can, you know, show me there's 2 OS X installations. It's kind of interesting, but we can go OS 9. And there's no restart button here, so I guess we just have to restart ourselves here. And we should boot back into OS 9. So that's pretty much it. That's iOS 10. That's Mac OS X on the iMac G4.